What's going on, ladies and gents? Your boy Gamma back with the lovely
Juju.
Pop the Balloon.
Pop.
Or
Find Love.
I hope they do that, Juju.
Yeah.
And we going back. We taking it back.
All the way back.
All of you guys, come on in, everybody. Unfamiliar faces, all of y'all. Y'all all welcome. Go ahead and subscribe. Hit the notifications. You won't miss a video like this. Like the video. Helps out a lot. And we definitely appreciate it.
Yes, we do.
But Juju.
What is up?
Yeah, we going back, right?
Yeah.
Few months. Let's see if these guys found love. Let's get it.
Okay, let's go ahead and bring out our next single lady. Hello, welcome in. I'll have you hold that. What's your name?
Sade.
Sade. And how old are you?
I'm 33.
33. Okay, and what do you do?
I work in sales for an electronic company, and I'm also a children's book author.
Oh, nice. What are some things you like to do for fun?
Anything adventurous, so like skydiving. I really would like to go on a hot air balloon before the year ends.
Okay.
Traveling, trying new foods, cooking, anything that's fun.
Okay. And now what are some things you look for in a man?
Honest. You must be honest, intentional with your time. Those are the main two things that can tell a lot about a person.
Okay.
Oh, and not too many kids.
Okay. What's too many for you?
Good gosh.
No more than 2.
No more than 2. Okay.
And no more than 2 baby mothers.
Okay. All right. And now, is that considered a deal breaker for you? Do you have any other deal breakers as well?
That's a top
the main one.
contender.
Okay.
Yes.
All right, cool.
All right.
She said top contender. All right, ladies and gents, it's time for the first impressions.
First impression.
That is what we do. In case you're new here, this is what we do. 15 seconds or less, we give our initial take on the featured dating guest. No cheating, Juju. I'm going to throw it your way. I'm going to throw it your way. You can't go over 15 seconds. What's the initial thing that comes to your mind? Let's get it.
She is very beautiful, natural beauty. Love her hair. Dresses very well. You know, she's not saying much. I mean, it's common sense things.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
No red flags yet.
No red flags yet. That's all we're looking for. You know, it's initial impressions. You know, 15 seconds or less. Let me take a jab at it.
What do you think of Sade?
Yeah. When I think of Sade, she's she's a looker. You know, pretty. She looks like she's natural. You know, her hair and everything, and so that's a plus, especially with the guys. You know, they looking for that. She seems very calm. You know, so far no red flags. So far so good. Drop y'all comments. Let us know what your initial take on or Sade, I think her name is, right?
Yeah.
Sade, let's get it.
So we did get a popped balloon down there. Let's go on over there, see what's going on. All right. If we can have your name and age and why you ended up popping.
My name is Mike. I'm 37. It wasn't just the kids, but it's just more so just the energy. I can kind of feel that. Probably just be cool, you know?
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
And what energy is like? What are you getting?
Like just somebody like, I got 3 sisters, so like I just get that vibe. Like we just be cool, like, you know, not really like romantically.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. And now is Mike someone that's your type?
Yes.
Okay. What makes him your type?
Okay. Jaheem.
I don't really have a type in particular. Just him saying he has kids is a no for me.
Got it. Okay. Yeah. All right. Thank you. And we did get one right here. If we can have your name and age and why you popped your balloon.
My name is Demetrius, and I'm 36. And I agree. Just the energy. I'm a connection feel type of person. And I'm just not feeling that. Simple as that.
Okay.
He likes
understandable.
But I do love the hair. You're absolutely gorgeous. It's natural. I love that for sure.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right, and now.
Okay.
Yeah. So we got Malik Yoba, and I think you said Jaheem, right?
Jaheem. There we go. Yeah.
They
Trying to find love.
Everybody needs to find love. But so far, you know what? The guys and everything seems respectful. You know what I mean? They just letting me know, like, look, I'm not feeling you, but in a very mature, tactful way.
Yeah.
The woman, she's like, okay, cool. That's how it should be when you're rejected. You shouldn't take it personal and, you know, when it weighs war.
But you know what? I would love to know what is turning them or repelling her from, you know what I mean? Like, what's repelling? Like, what's repellent when it comes
to those
like,
guys?
Yeah, the energy. Because what is it?
It's funny. It's interesting because some guys they just the other guy said you remind I got 3 sisters.
Okay.
Something about you. She probably reminds him of one of his sisters.
That sister energy.
That energy, right?
Yeah.
Like he doesn't get any kind of romantic attraction. You know what I mean? I just got to be blunt. Sometimes that's all it is. Like you can find someone very attractive, right? But if they trigger something, like they remind you of someone, like a family member, because it just shuts down nothing else other than they're pretty. So it could just be as simple as that, right? Because I think, look, she's pretty, right?
Yeah,
but in a weird way, I do understand them. Like I would have been the same way. I would have been like, yeah, she giving me like cousin, you know what I mean?
Little sister vibes.
Yeah. Okay. I want to protect her, not be with her in that way. I mean, So anyway, let us know in the comments below if it's just those guys or if a lot of the fellas y'all also feel like she's just giving that energy in general, sister energy. We want to know. All right, let's get it.
Gorgeous. It's natural. I love that for sure.
Thank you.
All right, and now if he were someone that was to approach you, is that something you would go for?
Yes, it's unfortunate that you popped your balloon.
Oh.
Okay.
And then she's smizing.
All right, let's head on back
chance.
this way. So we do still have quite a few unpopped balloons.
Okay.
So I'm going to switch it on over to you, and I'm going to have you pop 2 guys' balloons just based off of, what you're seeing. Maybe it's the alpha hair, whatever it is. I'm going to go ahead and switch it on over to you. So I'll have you hold that. And then you'll pop the 2, and then once you pop them, I'll go ahead and ask you what it was about them that you popped.
Okay.
2 of them.
Said don't do it.
Okay, and then 1 more.
3 baby mamas.
Okay, let's go this way.
That's the pie guy.
I'll have you stand right there. Okay, if we can have your name and age.
James with James Gourmet Pies,
There it
37.
is.
And James, you did have your balloon unpopped. Why?
Again, I'm here to hear everybody out. I don't want to do surface level dating. See what you got to offer, what you got to say.
Okay, so if you saw her out, is she someone that you would approach?
Possibly. Yeah, possibly.
Okay.
I love the hair, so the hair would be the initial, conversation starter. And then after that, I would hear what you have to say, and if it matched up, then what you doing later?
Ooh, he got a whole game plan.
And now, why did we
ready.
end up popping James' balloon?
It was simply the height. That was it.
Okay, got it. All right, thank you.
I got it.
Let's go to our other balloon that you ended up popping. If we can have your name and age.
My name is Brian. I'm 40.
Okay. And Brian, why did you have your balloon unpopped?
I love that she has standards when she asked who has kids and how many baby mamas and things like that. I love a woman with standards, and that's what I saw.
Okay, got it. And now, I know you told him about the height. I'm guessing, is that the same thing happening here?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. You don't like short men?
Here we go.
Not particularly.
Okay.
That's just my preference.
No problem. You definitely have a preference. That's okay.
Yes.
Thank you.
She's like, can I
Okay,
leave?
let's head on
She's
back
like, "Can I
this
leave,
way. So
please?"
we do have 4 guys left. I'm gonna go ahead and have you ask these guys a question, just to kind of help you narrow it down, see who's more your match.
How do you manage stress and conflict?
Got it. How do you manage stress and
Yeah,
conflict?
That's a smart question.
Okay. Start with our first guy here. We can have your name and age and the answer to your question.
Okay. My name is Eric. I am 38 years old. I do have a generally stressful job.
Wait, hold
but
on. Eric is how old? Hold on, Eric. I thought you was a youngin, like early 20s. Let's run that
does
back.
look young,
I am 38 years old.
38?
38.
Yo, we got to get this man
So
around.
he's like 39, 40 right now.
This guy's a whole 40-year-old looking like he in his early 20s. Yo, salute.
Yeah.
Hold on, Eric. Wow.
Age and
Salute.
the answer to your question.
Okay. My name is Eric. I am 38 years old. I do have a generally stressful job, but I'm easygoing by default. So I try not to. Things don't stress me out that much. But I'm a dog trainer, and I'm dealing with stressful situations. I do have a level head by default, so I think that I don't often feel very stressed out to begin with.
Yeah.
I love music. So every morning I wake up, I play music. I start my day with some Andy Grammer, some Burna Boy.
Ooh.
I'm always, you know what I mean? It puts me in a good mood.
He in a
and
good
then I'm just
vibe.
good for the rest of the day.
How about conflict?
I do like to have like some time between arguments, like 12 hours or so, just to think through it. I don't want to say things. I try not to. I don't remember the last time I've called anyone out of their name. You know what I mean? So I like to give some space in between. Some people like to solve the problems immediately. I like to think through it. If I'm wrong, I will come and tell you that I'm sorry and keep it simple that way.
12 hours?
Yeah, we got to talk about that, Eric. Eric, we got to talk about that. Hold on, man.
She was fixing her little
He needs some milk.
Yo, who are you, Eric? Like, you work for like Elon or something? Why do you need that much time to decompress? Like 12 hours.
Yeah.
Well, all right, I'm gonna let him live though. But yeah, 12 hours usual. Is that enough time you think to cool off?
Apparently for Eric.
I'm not taking multiple naps. You taking supplements, working out. You might even start a new career in that amount of time. Come on, man, that's a lot.
And the kicker is, this is for like minuscule arguments.
Yeah,
Like very,
I wanted Wendy's. She wanted McDonald's.
12
What do you think
hours.
about this? 12 hours later.
if it's a real
You
argument,
ain't none of us eating.
Got a
Like, yo,
week.
that's a lot of time to wait for something to fit. All right, Eric, I see you. You see her face? She's like 12 hours. God.
Just have a day. I have stuff to do. You have stuff to do. We shouldn't be sitting there going back and forth in text messages. You know? So if it feels like it's going to be stressful, take a break and then come back to it.
Eric's world.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, if we can have your name and age and then the answer to her question.
Priest, I'm 33. As far as stress, I don't got stress in my life. But if I do have stress, that's when I go to the Bible and read it. Because keeping God first, I'm thankful to be alive and breathing. There's people out here going through things worse than me. As far as conflict, I ain't gonna go back and forth with you. I'm do a comedy show and then I'm a comedian by default, so I'm gonna just talk shit about you on stage.
Oh,
Good gosh.
Yeah.
that part.
Yeah, that's how I handle conflict. So that's why I don't have any conflict with anybody I talk to.
I thought you was about to say that's why I don't have a girl.
So,
Turn that shit into art because comedy is my full-time job.
so does that mean that you're maybe avoiding things if you always make a joke out of it?
Gotta avoid it, man. I ain't got time to be going back and forth. And that interfered with my job, and then it interfered with my performance and money.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
Let's go over here. If we can have you.
She definitely got her answer from him. Wow, that was a good question. And I'm happy he was honest. It's not about judgment. You're just looking for who's most compatible. That's it. It's like she got to take it in and be like, yo, he admitted that he avoids conflict. That's how he deals with it. And then Eric, he needs a whole half a day. Yo, that's why he's so calm. He has a whole day to think about anything that can get to him.
But you know what? I understand you have to find someone who's compatible. But if you're in a relationship with a girl,
Yeah.
is this why he's here?
Listen, man.
It's just
you know
food
what's
for
crazy with
thought.
the comedians? This is random. It just came
They
to
gotta
mind.
talk. They
It
gotta
was-
learn how to.
We've had about 3 to look, it seemed like every week there's a new comedian, but at least 3 to 4 of them were professional or they do it full time, right? I don't know what it is. They almost go out their way to try to be very serious and the opposite of what you expect a comedian to be. So that's weird though, man. You know what I mean? It's like you
That
would
is
expect them
true.
not to tell jokes, but to have more humor than the average person. That's what you do for a living. So you expect them to be a little lighter, a little funny. They be usually the most serious, the most
This is true. This
you know what I
is
mean? The most dry, like, what's going on with these comedians? I just wanted to throw that out there. If y'all noticed
okay.
that, drop a comment, let us know, man. All right, like the video, by the way. It helps out a lot, and it keeps us shut. So we ain't going to say much. Like the
Yeah,
video.
there we go.
All right, there we go. Let's watch the video. Let's get
Your
it.
name and age and the answer to her question.
My name is Reginald. I'm 33 years old. Answer to your question. Take
Ooh,
everything to
what's
God.
going on
Cast
here?
your burdens and your cares on him because he cares for you. I found that every area of my life, it don't matter what it is, I can always go to God. He's a counselor. He's your best friend. He's my first love. I heard somebody say before that their mom was their first love, but he's my first love because my parents always taught me about Jesus Christ. And so that's how I handle my stress. And how I handle conflict, I love to communicate because I feel like it's extremely important. I care about that person. I want to know what's on their mind because I am not a mind reader. I want to know what's in their heart. And I can put my own past experiences in that, or I could actually ask you, and you can tell me. Also, if we are arguing, and I realize that the conversation is not really going that well, we could take a minute. It's not going to be 12 hours.
Ooh,
I'm going to try to get back as quickly as possible because I don't want the demons setting in. I'm going to go, I'm going to pray. And that prayer don't have to be that long. God, give me the grace to be able to do this. But I want to get it resolved so we can get back to loving each other and enjoying our lives.
Listen.
You ain't gotta say nothing. You ain't gotta comment. Just let that brother get the applause that he deserves.
Okay.
My
Fair enough.
goodness, that's it.
Fair enough.
He gave an answer like a man that's tired of being alone, and he knows what he got to do to find somebody to call his own.
I must add, the way he just demolished those two other contestants next time, talking about it's not going to take 12 hours, shots fired.
And I do like to communicate.
There you go.
That's it. That's it. Look, he wants what they don't want. Put it like that. He wanted more. That's it, man. All right, y'all drop your comments, but we just gonna let this brother get his flowers right now. Here we go.
What is your communication style?
What do you mean?
What is your communication style?
Conversational. That's my interpretation of your question. Conversational. I'm not here to argue, fuss, and fight. Can I raise my voice? Yes. Do I like to raise my voice, and do I try my best not to? Absolutely. We're not each other's enemies. I look at it as more of, if we have an issue, I don't mean to sound too spiritual, but I feel like that's the devil trying to come in and mess up what we got going on. And so I'm going to put my foot on his neck, not my woman's neck. So more so conversational and work it out.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
We've got one more over here.
She's like, it might be
If we can have your name and age and the answer to her question.
All right, my name's Ernesto. I'm 31 years old. And to answer your question about stress, I have a gym routine that I have. Every morning I go to the gym. I walk my dog, talking to my partner. And, through what I do, like modeling and also through barbering, it relieves my stress because you're focused on one thing. So. And as far as conflict goes between relationships.
Wait, hold on. The question was, how does he handle stress? So did he just slip? He said, talking to my partner. Bro, you married or something? You got a whole, secret life?
Was it a dog?
Nah, he said partner. Then he went and said dog.
Well, he's talking about if he was in a relationship.
I don't know, man. That might be a slip, but I'm going to let him live. I'm going to let him live. I'm just being silly.
You just got to talk to each other face to face, not over the phone, not text. Go in and talk it out, even if it gets a little dicey, not too crazy, a little dicey, talk it out, and then move on and go from there. So.
Okay, thank you.
All right, so we had 4 great responses. I'm going to go ahead and have you pop 2 of these guys' balloons based off of what you've heard.
Here we go.
Oh. 2 balloons. Yeah, right there. First 2.
Okay, and then one more.
It's going to be out. Yep. He slaughtered them.
All right, let's start with him. Why'd you end up popping Eric's balloon?
Just the response. I just wasn't really feeling the response about the stress and the conflict. That's it.
Okay. What about it, though? The response don't you like specifically?
I guess it's 12 hours I threw you off.
Yeah, 12 hours. You really need 12 hours to cool off and not talk to your partner.
It's not about cooling off.
It is, though, if you need 12 hours. It is about cooling off and having to really think about what you're going to say to me.
Right.
You have to think too hard. I can understand maybe like an hour or 2, or just how to just control your emotions while we're in the moment.
Right.
Because we get into a heated argument and you're supposed to be like the one for me, like hopefully my husband. You're not about to call off for 12 hours. You're about to talk about it right now.
Yeah, I don't like that, so.
Okay.
That's fine.
Thank you.
Oh, you don't
All right,
like
you
that.
ended up popping his. Why did we pop his balloon?
The comedy aspect. And then you say you're going to go on stage and make a joke out of it?
Hey, turn it into art. Make that money take you shopping.
Oh, okay. All right.
Okay.
We'll talk about the conflicts while we shopping.
So you're materialistic?
Nah. Just talk about the conflicts while we shopping. You look like Jordan Sparks, though. You do.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
All right.
What in the
So we
world?
do still have two balloons left on pop.
Okay.
Fellas, do we have a question for her?
He's just staring into space.
Okay, let's start here.
I noticed you did not pop my balloon when I talked about God, so I wanted to ask you, what's your relationship like with Jesus Christ, if you don't mind sharing?
Yes, so my relationship with God is very, very important. I'm just still working to have a better relationship with Him. As an adult, I'm hoping to get rebaptized at the end of the year and find a church home on my own as an adult. Having God and Jesus Christ in the center of your marriage is very, very important. So I would say that I have a great relationship with God, and it's all about having a personal relationship and not just hooting and hollering in the pulpit every Sunday. It's Sunday through Sunday, your personal relationship with God. So that's why I did not pop your balloon.
I like that. I like that. That's a good. That's a very good and accurate response. It's not about the showy display. You ain't got to be proving that you love God to everyone. You know what I mean? That's very personal, and it will become apparent if you understand what God is.
Yeah.
And people around you, they'll be like, yo, this man, this woman, she has this thing, and then they're always attributing it to this. You kind of know. So I like what she said, and it's so true. You don't want to be out there be like, yo, I'm super holy because I look holy. Well,
yeah, because I'm
that don't matter.
Church every Sunday,
Oh, the church, all I do is talk about church. Talk
Thursday.
about God.
Yeah.
That's a big difference. Not the church, not the scene. God, your
Personal.
relationship. Do you even know what what I mean? Like anyway.
Yeah.
Anyway, I just wanted to say salute to her. I love that answer. All right, here we go.
You're welcome.
We have a question down here.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, so I know that you write children's books. I think that's very cool. What got you started in writing children's books?
It was a personal experience. So the title of my children's book is Why Do You Talk So Proper? So I'm sure you can
Relate?
or can figure out what it's about. So it was all about personal experience. And then when I was doing my research, there wasn't a book that existed about that specific topic, catering towards Black children from the experience of a Black person. So that's why I wrote my children's book.
That's very cool.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I love that.
I do love
but
that.
I got to take this opportunity to say this because I know we be reading our comment section a lot, right? And one thing I've seen more than once, like when people are upset at the lineup, especially, it's majority of the time is Black women, right?
Yeah.
It could be mixed, Black, Latino, Afro-Latino, whatever. It's usually Black. They were like, yo, this is what's wrong with Black women. Black women do this, Black women do that. And she just touched on something. She said her book title is what? Why Do You Speak So Proudly?
Proper, yeah.
You know how I stand. You know where I stand with that, right? I don't attribute things to race. I attribute it to personality, psychology, and spirituality. Who and what you are. I don't care about how you look.
It's so
You could be the most harmful
superficial,
person on the planet and look exactly like me.
Yeah.
And you could look like someone I should fear, and you're the only compassionate person in the room.
There you go.
You gotta understand, like, it's never about race. Like she said, speaking properly, right? I'm glad she said that as opposed to speaking white.
Speaking white.
Let's be real. I've been around a lot of places, and I'm gonna tell you, they got some white boys. They ain't afraid of nothing, and they talk like they've been everywhere too. So there's no such thing as speaking like a race. You're speaking as a certain thing. There's no such thing as Black women are just angry. No, particular Black women under a particular construct, under particular culture, act a certain way. Take them same women, raise them in a certain dynamic, they gonna act that way. Stop focusing on superficial, surface level nonsensicals. It means nothing. Listen, man, I've been around a lot of places, and I'll tell you, I know how to work my advantages to that. You know what I mean? I look a certain way, I'm a certain height, certain complexion. It works to my advantage. I'm like, you afraid of me? You don't even know me. You afraid of me because because I don't look. I'm gonna take advantage of that. Yeah, it's stupid, but that's just the world we live in. So those that know will always have an advantage. Those that don't understand will forever be arguing amongst the divided and conquered. I'm serious. I gotta wake up, man. It takes a lot, but I'm trying to be real. Stop focusing on things that don't matter. Find out what kind of heart does that person have.
Right.
That will dictate everything, no matter what they look like, how they look. If you know they're, let's say, a narcissistic person, right? Yeah. We already know how they behave. So why waste your time with all the, pro-Black and They narcissists. Leave them alone.
That's it.
If they're a compassionate person, why be mad at them looking different than you? They might be the only person to help you in a particular circumstance. Like, come on, man. All right. I apologize, guys. I can go on forever, and I know those that rock with us that y'all really appreciate this. So that's why we do it. But anyway, those that are new here, this is what we do. We don't just react and make fun of the contestants.
No.
We like to drop gems. Thank you. Subscribe, like the video, helps out. But let's get back to the show.
All right, girl. Time to pop one of their balloon.
May I ask another question?
Okay, let's do that.
How do holidays look like in the future with your family?
Love that question. Holidays in the future, my family definitely going to talk to my lady and see, hey, for this year, do we want to go to your parents? Do we want to go to my parents? Do we want to do our own thing? That's just a conversation because it's about us and whatever makes us happy. I've had so many years already with my parents, and man's supposed to find his wife. He's supposed to do his thing, leave his father and mother, cleave to his wife. I'm all about that life, so get me gone.
What's your favorite holiday?
Oh, wow. I would say my favorite holiday is Christmas because I love to see other people receive gifts. The last Christmas, me and my brothers, we decided to not give each other anything but put all that back into our parents and then to our nieces and nephews because they're little ones and the memories for them.
How many siblings do you have?
I have a lot. I have 5 brothers.
Okay.
I have 2 sisters, so it's 8 of us.
Where are you from?
I'm from Texas.
What part of Texas?
I'm from the Austin area, but I live in San Antonio.
Okay. Thank you.
Yo, go on a date with this man already.
Good.
Give him a shot.
What was your question again?
He's 10 for 10 on the questions.
How do you envision spending your holidays with your future family?
Well, I have a very big family right now.
Okay.
I'm mixed race, Mexican, Black. So we have a lot of get-togethers, and I love to take my future wife, my girl, to those get-togethers, and maybe go there with them one holiday, and then we'll do a getaway, me and my lady, for another holiday, and just mix it up, however you feel comfortable, if you want to go with them, or we can just hang out with each other, but definitely together, for sure.
What's your favorite holiday?
Honestly, Thanksgiving, because you don't really have to buy presents per se, and everybody gets together, kids are there, everybody's there, so I say Thanksgiving.
Okay, I love Thanksgiving.
Too, so, yeah.
Okay. You said that you're half Mexican?
Well, yeah, my mom is Cuban, Mexican, and Black, and my dad is Black. So
do you know multiple languages?
I speak Spanish and a little bit of French, but Spanish, yes.
Say something in Spanish.
Estás muy bonita y me caes muy bien, y si quieres te quiero llevar para una cita cuando se te antoja.
I don't know what he said, but it sounded good and it sounded legit. I think he ain't lying. I'm pretty confident that was real Spanish. Let's give it up to him anyway. He said Black Mexican, fried chicken and fried beans. Yo, everything getting fried in that house.
I want them plate.
I was just playing.
I want them plate.
His house, it just smelled good all the time. That's what I assume. Come on now.
You speak Spanish?
No.
Oh my God.
All that for nothing.
I was just interested. I would love to pick up a second language. So that's why I was asking. I was trying to see how fluent you really were, or if you knew that second language at all.
Yeah, Spanish, and then I'm working on my French a little bit.
Oui.
Yeah. But yeah.
Okay.
All right, cool.
I'm sorry, where do you live? Where are you from?
Well, I grew up out here in the Valley, but I was born in Illinois. But I moved out here when I was a kid, so I think I was like 11. So I'm from the Valley. I'm a Valley boy. So yeah.
Right.
Okay, you got a tough decision. Yeah, y'all got the
Sure.
I would love to hear your answer to how you handle stress and conflict.
How I handle stress, up until recently, I wouldn't realize I was stressed. I would have so many things on my plate between work, entrepreneurship, family, and then it wouldn't be until the last minute. It's like, oh my gosh, my body is trying to tell me that I am stressed. So I want to say over the past year, I have learned to manage my stress a little bit more by having open communication, taking walks, and just trying to figure out what is stressing me out. Like, what do I need to take off of my plate in order to not be so stressed? How I handle conflict, I would say what I also have learned recently is ask questions right away when it comes to conflict, whether it's with your loved ones, your family, or even your friends before it gets too bad. 'Cause I have bottled up things in the past, but I have recently learned that that is not healthy and that's not serving either relationship, no matter what the relationship may be. So now I'm just a little bit more forthcoming with questions and just, asking whatever it may be that's bothering me or what I need to know the answer to.
I love it.
Thank you.
All right. I'm going to have you now pop one of their balloons.
Down to the last guy.
Yeah, I know it's tough.
Yes, it is.
He might get it. He the only one that threw the question back at him.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, why did we end up popping his?
Nothing like really in particular. I just had to make a decision. I really loved your answers and I really like that you're fluent in Spanish.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Oh, gracias.
Oh.
Nada.
All right. Okay, let me have you come on up here. Come on up. All right, y'all. So I have one final question. There's no other questions between the two of you. Okay.
How do you define success?
I define success as doing what God wants you to do. Because my role models are in the Bible, and a lot of them didn't have money. A lot of them forsook their families just to preach the gospel and follow the calling that God had on their life. My version of success is being in God's perfect will. So that's my version of success. It's not about how much money we have, although I make money and though I provide, but just being the man that God created me to be. And the only way I'm going to be able to do that, I heard you say you were working on your relationship with God, so is to continue working on it, working out that salvation with fear and trembling all the days of your life. We're not going to be perfect, but we can get as close to God as possible before we finally see him on that last day.
Okay.
So is it going to be a yes for you for her?
It's going to be a absolutely.
And is it a yes for you for him?
Yes.
We got a match!
Yo, this was a legit match, Juju. I mean, all right.
You see?
Come on in, don't leave just yet. I gotta sit down for just a few more moments, man. We about to get there. But thank you all for making it to this point.
Yes.
Go ahead and subscribe, like the video in case you haven't already. All notifications, you won't miss a video like this. And drop your comments below. Let us know what you thought about the show. It's time for the final thoughts. Wow.
Yeah.
Yo, I'll just say this though. This brother right there really believes what he believes.
He does.
He ain't just a fair weather Christian or
He made me believe.
Yeah, he ain't even one of them guys that just be like, listen, God is good all the time. And no, he really has a strong faith. And he's not ashamed. He leads with it. And it's fine because you know what? He will repel who and what he doesn't need and want.
There you go.
He will attract the right
That's
thing.
it.
And that's why I'm not mad because she heard all of that. And she's still there. So I'm wishing them the best. I'm going to look out for more if they got a follow-up.
Yeah,
with
we
Juju.
have to check to see if they have one.
What's your thoughts, man?
What
are your thoughts?
This is what you call chemistry, right? This is what you call that connection, the sparks, right? Like when you first meet someone.
Right.
We have to look for an update. That's
like,
all I can say.
Yeah, that's it, man.
It just
ain't
seems
much.
like, why would it not work?
The more he spoke, the dimmer everyone else's light became. It was like, it was so obvious it was going to be him, man.
Yeah,
he said all the right things. She was just talking to him like, you know, it was just him and her in the room.
Them in a room.
I was like, yo, go on a date already, man.
That's it. So
yeah, you can't say get a room. You know, he a good boy. He gonna follow. He following a different script. You gotta say, you know, go on a date.
Yes.
So anyway, man,
I'm happy for them. I'm happy.
Yeah, drop your comments. Let us know what y'all think about this match. And speaking of organic. That's the word. Drop
organic.
That. Oh yeah, organic. We gonna know who that real MVPs are. Salute. We see you, Joe. Drop that comment. And everybody else that come back and drop comments on the daily, we really do appreciate that.
Yes, we do.
Thank you so much. Be back for more. We will have that for sure. But until then, your boy Gamma signing out with the lovely
Juju. Peace.